Coach, congratulations on a phenomenal game. Y'all played an incredible season, an incredible finish. What a great first 7A championship game we've ever had. Any comments you want to make about your girls and your game, and then we'll open up for questions.
Sure. First of all, I'm proud of my kids. I thought they were resilient in the second half and made a good effort and made some adjustments. I'm disappointed for them in terms of starting off slow and not being as ready as we were the other night. And I thought we dug ourselves into a deficit that was hard to recover from, you know, just in terms of not quite being ready to execute the game plan at the start of the game. But I certainly have to give Jeff Davis a lot of credit for that. They are a very physical team. They certainly had an advantage in terms of being able to hit the offensive glass, but we've been small all year, so that's no excuse for not being prepared to be physical with them. And there are going to be a couple of plays that I think my kids are going to want back, that are going to hunt them for a little while, and I think also motivate them. So I think we'll take something from it that we can carry into our next season.
Coach, I mean, they were so much bigger than y'all. What was your plan going in, and I think there was 26-8 second chance points.
Well, there's nothing we can do about teams being bigger than us. It's a rare occasion that we are comparable in size to any opponent or bigger than them. So we've played some big post players from Faith to Murphy, and we certainly knew what they were going to do. That's no excuse for not getting it done. I think they were probably as physical as any big team that we've played, but what we needed to do, and we were familiar with their plays, they did what we thought they would do. We just needed to get a body on them, jam the cutters a little bit better. We needed to get around. It's very difficult for us to play behind in the post, so it's always our strategy to front and have a weak side defender, squeeze them in, and then have pressure on the basketball. But they were probably a little bit stronger than we faced in the post, and so we had to adjust early. We were a little late getting around, and they got some, and then particularly on the offensive glass, you have got to, you know, the one adjustment we tried to make at half is I told the kids, stop looking for the basketball, you just got to find Jazz. Wherever she is where the ball is going. She's the biggest one in the paint, and it's going to come to her before it goes to anybody. So I thought we did a better job of trying to locate her when the ball was in the air, and we got our, you know, we did a little bit better the second half, but I did think that was the decisive factor in the game. And it's unfortunate because I thought we otherwise did some good things defensively, but 26 second half points is an awful lot. Second chance points is an awful lot to give up.
And they seemed to be, I mean, it seemed like they were in control 7 to 9 points the whole way, and then all of a sudden you're right there tied and even take the lead. What did you?
Well, I think this, you know, my kids are resilient, and I think they finally understood that we're smaller, but we are measured by our heart. And I thought we just got to a gut check time. And I thought one of the things that also helped us was our ability to pressure them, and I thought that turned the corner for us. Unfortunately, when you are, we have the limited numbers we have, it's hard to expend that much energy for an entire game, so we have to pick and choose when we can use our pressure. So we saved it for the second half, and that gave us some momentum and some energy, and I thought we were able to, you know, even though they got some points on the offensive glass, I thought we were able to get some extra opportunities off turnovers.
Are you going to ask something? Girls, for any of y'all, just it did seem like they had control, but then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter you're there and even had the lead at least a time or two. Did you ever lose faith? And what do you think got you back in it? For any of y'all can answer.
You want to answer first, Shantae? The mic's in front of you. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I will. I guess some of us told us, you know, not to give up and stay together, and that's what we did.
Shelby, what about you? And we'll pass the mic over here to Ryan.
What's the question?
What did y'all do to get yourselves back in it?
Play hard, rebound, you know, just find Jazz.
You don't win 30 games by just coasting, do you, Coach?
We don't. I think we've been resilient, and I think we won 31.
Yeah, 31.
So I'll take that. I'll keep that extra.
What I meant by that was 30-win season.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think our kids they're resilient. We understood at the beginning of the year, as constituted, we are not very big, but our physicality has to be measured in our heart, not in our height. So I thought we sucked it up in the second half and got after it and decided we're here, we might as well get after it and give ourselves an opportunity to win. There's a couple of plays we'd like to have back, but I am extremely proud of my kids, and I'm riding the bus back home with them, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Ryan, I want you to tell us, what has this done from McGill Toolen basketball, girls basketball? It's been a while since y'all have been in the finals. I saw that last one, and y'all were a much different team. You had 6'4" Nyla Shepherd, and 6'4" Monique.
I was on that team.
You were on that. You how tall they were, weren't they, Coach? Wasn't it quite a different team? It was quite a different team, but it had just as hard. It was just as hard to win. But
well, I'll say this about that particular team: we came twice. We came the
first time you got beat by a team like y'all.
Absolutely, and we didn't make it to that finals the first
the next
year.
time,
and that bitter feeling helped us get back that second time and win it. And so that's some of what we talked about in the locker room. I didn't talk about my team. I talked about this team in terms of carry that feeling you feel right now with you next year and see how far it'll take us.
Yes, sir. We've had to do that all season. And tonight, Jazz was really physical with us. She was strong, and we just needed to box her out, and we needed to get that done. But
Y'all have made a big statement statewide about McGill Toolen girls basketball, though, don't you think, Shelby?
Yeah.
There's no surprising them anymore, is there?
Yes,
What
sir.
about?
I forgot the question I was going to ask. Oh, they missed 2 free throws there at the end, and then I guess you traveled, or what? What was the deal
It's
there?
an unfortunate incident. I think sometimes I thought they did a good job of converging on the basketball. We were looking to make a quick outlet pass, and it's one of those things where I didn't necessarily think it was as much a turnover on our part as we were trying to make a play, and they were smart enough to trap it, and we couldn't get it out quick enough. It wasn't a whole lot of time, so in those situations you've got to think quick. And they were smart enough to converge on the basketball, and had they not done that, we probably would have made an outlet pass and had an opportunity to get a last shot. So it's just one of those things. It's a basketball play, and it happens sometimes. We 1 point short, and we'll live with that and let it motivate us.
Anything else, Ben? Well, Coach, I do appreciate y'all. Y'all played a wonderful game.
Thank you. Excellent.
Excellent tournament, excellent season.